Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We are in the infancy of our program still. We've done a few launches. We've flown a biplane, collected some science. I think where did we leave off last time? These, I think I had, let's see. I'll look at some of these contracts. Some of them have changed, it looks like, since I played. I had to advance the clock a little bit. I advanced it to the morning so that we could play during the daytime, since I'm probably going to be flying in this episode. I did want to go to research and development. We do have 61 science, and I'm going to spend it on aviation here because we need some parts for a jet plane, and we also need parts for a rover. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And now, what I want to do this episode is go and make a rover, and I want to collect all the science around Kerbal Space Center. Each one of these, the runway, vehicle assembly building, mission control, the crawlerway even, and the launch pad, all of these are biomes that we can collect science from. Not much. Well, I think it adds up to probably 150. I can't remember, but it's quite a bit. Not like a huge amount of science, but it's worth getting, especially since that's what this career mode is all about. We're going to be trying to get as much science as we can to get to all the planets if we can, or at least one of them. I want to basically. I didn't say this at the beginning of the campaign, the Let's Play, but I want to try and get most of the science here, and then try and get to a few planets if we can. Make some space stations, dock with them, do as much as I can with this. So let's do this now. Let's go in here and make a space plane, or a rover. Okay. Don't need a copy of that. So let's start with command pod. And we're going to need the Science Junior. And basically it's going to be the command pod, Science Junior, a liquid fuel tank, an engine, and some landing gear. That's pretty much it. So let's put the front gear here. We need a fuel tank. That's for airplanes. That might work, although it's a little big for what we need. Let's go with this small one here. I think this is good enough. Except we don't need any oxidizer, and we only need a little bit of this fuel, to be honest. Okay, and then we need another small tank. This one, it's going to go up here on top. That's where our engine's going to be. Now, I do have a couple engines I could use. This one, again, we have the Juno. This is a basic engine. It doesn't have much power. This has twice as much power, but twice as much weight. I think the Juno is going to be fine for our needs. I'm going to need an air intake. Let's use this one. And that doesn't weigh much. Just put that on the back. Make it look nice. And a couple of landing gear. Right about here, I think. We're going to have to turn those a little bit. Yep. So we click the rotate, click the part, grab this and bring it up a little bit. That looks good. Clearance looks good. And then we need a few experiments on here. Now, we'll have to reset the science experiment with the Science Junior and the Mystery Goo, but we can use the hot thermo. Oh, I forgot one thing. I need a place to collect the experiments. Instead of transferring, I'm going to use this storage unit. Stick it right here. That's where we're going to put all of our experiments, so we don't have to constantly transmit them or go back to or we don't have to put a bunch of mystery goos on here, and we don't have to go back to the hangar and then go back out again. So this should do it for this rover. With the storage unit, should be able to collect all the experiments out there basically in one mission. So goo, we only need one, so I'm going to reset it, and I'll put it like right here. That looks okay. And I need a thermometer. One thermometer. And the boom here, the magnetometer. Should we just stick it here in the front on top of this? That's not really a good place to put this. Not really. I could put it on the top of the engine. I don't know. Right here is fine, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. And we need... where is it? The barometer. Let's stick that right there. And what else? Magnetometer. We got this. The thermometer. Goo. I think that's it. I think that's all we need. Let's call this the Kerbal rover. Save it. And we're going to need a scientist to take this out. What am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I think I know what oh, right. I need to go look at contracts because, like this one, perform experiments around Kerbal Space Center. This one. So, this is a contract where we can make money just for doing what I'm about to go do. Here are the objectives. Go to Kerbal Space Center, land it, and do the magnetometer scan. And then this is R&D. Go to R&D, do a temperature scan. I'm going to do that anyway. Kerbal Space Center, temperature scan. Kerbal Space Center, atmospheric pressure scan. So, these are all, I'm going to do them anyway. We're going to make 30,000 credits. So we might as well take that. Oops. And what about these others? Orbital telescope. This is in low space. Nope. That's splashed down in Kerbin's water. We'll do that later, maybe. Here we go. Collect science, Mr. Goo. Oh, this is while flying in Kerbin. Flying low. We're going to take that. Do I want to take it now? No. No, Gene. No, Gene. I decide. This is also flying. We will do these. This is just a material study. And Mr. Goo while flying. What is this? Orbital scan? While splash. How do you do an orbital scan while splashed down? I don't get that. In flight. On the surface, we'll do these probably. Temperature surveys. That's above. Okay, I think we got what we needed. Alright, let's go collect some science. Alright, let's make sure that we have a scientist in the rover so we can reset a few of these experiments. Scientist Bob Kerman. And okay, that's got full fuel. I don't think I need that much. Get about half. All right, let's go. All right, the rover's not bouncing. That's good. That means it's not overweight. That looks pretty good. The clearance, I don't think I should have a problem. Okay, let's start the engine. Take off the brake. Oh, well, we have science here. Hold on a sec. We actually have science on the runway to do. Remember, the runway is part of one of the biomes. So let's do... I think I can do the collect all, and it'll do them all really quick. But I'm going to run through them. Temperature scan. I get 2.4 science for that. Mystery goo. The goo seems to behave very much the same as it always does around here. So I've used that. Materials bay. Materials slowly show little sign of change, though one of the samples appears to be judging you silently. I got 7.5 science for that. Now I'm going to get 7.5 science each time I run this experiment on each of the biomes around the Space Center. We'll keep that. Let's do the magnetometer scan. And for some reason, the magnetic field lines are continuously changing directions. It's almost as if someone is running in circles around the runway with a giant magnet. So we keep that, and we retract this. Atmospheric pressure scan. And we're going to do a crew report. And then let's do an EVA. Alright. So while I'm out here, I don't even have to move, and I can tell him to... Well, before we do that, let's go back in. Let's get the EVA report. Go back in. And we want to collect all this data. And it's going to put it in the storage unit. Now it's telling me here that I have to reset these two. So let's go back out. And reset this one so we can use it again. And the goo. And go back in. And if you right click here, you'll see I have 7 experiments stored here. We got the EVA report, crew report, materials, magnetometer scan, atmospheric pressure, mystery goo, temperature, and we're going to do that for all the biomes here. So I'll do one more. What I'm going to do, I'll do one more. I'll do the spaceplane hangar, and then I will fast forward or basically cut out the rest of them. I'm going to do them all. You may not see me do them all, but I am going to do them all. Then when we come back, well, let's just go to the hangar first. Let's just do that real quick. Let's activate that engine. Get the brake off, and let's get down there. Now, you don't want to go too fast with the rover because it can tip over easy. Probably no more than 10 meters per second. That's getting up there. That's fast enough. In fact, I want to slow down a little bit. Because if you tip over and things start exploding, you have to start all over. I guess unless you quick saved. So let's make our way slowly, somewhat slowly. Alright, we're about to make our turn. Let's brake a little bit. There we go. Alright, as soon as we get over here, we should see more... There we go. More experiments to be done. So let's brake. And run these experiments. Temperature. Goo. Materials. Magnetometer. Atmospheric pressure. Crew report. And EVA. Let's go back in again. Collect them all. I didn't do the EVA report yet. Let's do that. Alright, and let's reset these experiments. Alright, now I can go board. And as you notice that no more science here, and I just go to the next biome. So I'll probably go here, where I get my contracts. Probably go, let's see, go out to the launch pad, the crawler way, vehicle assembly building, and just go around in the circle. And when I'm finished, like I said, I may fast forward through this or I may just cut it out. But when I'm done, I'll come back and show you how much science I got. See you in a little bit. Okay, welcome back. We have finished all of the biomes in Kerbal Space Center. I went to the hangar, and then the contract place here, the launch pad. I went down the crawler way down this area right here. I don't suggest doing that because there's a little bump right here as you're coming up, and my rover got stuck there for a little bit. I had to back up and kind of get my way over there with force, almost tipped over. And then this area over here, the what is this? It's where the satellites are. The vehicle assembly building, the R&D, the astronaut complex, and the administration building. So we finished with all of those, and look at this. We have 73 science experiments from all of this. Can't wait to see how much science we have. Let's take a look. Let's recover and take a look. Oh, look at that. 220. I thought it was less than that, but we got 229.2 science just from the Kerbal Space Center. Just from around here. Isn't that cool? So now we have 245 science. Okay, let's see. What is this? Bob landing on Kerbin. He didn't actually land on Kerbin. He was never off the rover. So, ooh, what's this? Awarded for researching 200 or more science points. I wonder if he got... Bob? So he has 3. Landing on Kerbin. 200 more science points. Awarded to any Kerbal completing at least a single mission as a specialist. So, that's cool. Now, Bill just needs a mission. Okay, so... What is this? The tracking station. That's right. That's what that's called. Okay. Oh, and we did complete some contracts. Remember those contracts that we loaded up on before we left? Let's see what we got here. Perform experiments. This is the one that had... This is the contract that had 4 experiments attached to it. Collect magnetometer scan. We got that one. And the pressure scan. And the temperature scan. And temperature scan from R&D. Excellent. This is for performing experiments around Kerbal Space Center. I'm not sure. I think this is just... Oh, this is the major reward for completing all 4 of them. Excellent. Excellent. So... Okay, we got all those done. Let's go in here. Okay, so we only have 3 right now. See if there's anything available to do. I think what I want to do is build a jet and go do some temperature scans. Oh, here's another one. This is see, this is orbital scan. I don't know what that is. I might have to look that up. Let's see, orbital telescope. Low in space. So we have to be orbiting, I believe. And we have to go over Kerbin's ice caps. Kerbin's mountains, Kerbin's highlands. This is while splashed down. Tundra water, I don't want to do those. Not right now. This is, collect science about Mr. Gru while flying. This is, we just looked at this, didn't we? Flying low. Now, I'm assuming this is okay with an airplane, too. Flying low. Mr. Gru observation. I think we... while flying at Kerbin. Let's take that. Material study while flying. Let's take that. Gather rare sign. No, we don't want that. Now this, what is this? Test the solid rocket booster while orbiting Kerbin. No. Test the... Oh, this is a good one. I want you to test the Space Y-10R radial SRB at the launch site. So we could probably do that without any fuel. So at the launch site, yep, we're taking that too. We have room for 1 more contract. This is at 36,000 meter altitude. We have to perform a test of the SRB. Wow, how would we do that? We gotta lug an SRB up to 36,000 meters. 360,000 meters and then fire it. Take a crew report in flight above. Nope, nope. I'm not even sure if I can get a... I don't think I can make an aircraft that can go above 16,000. This is... Where is this? Site VTNT. This is... in flight above. No, I can't do that. In flight above. On the surface. Let's see where this is first. VTNT. Okay. VTNT. That's it right there. It's right next to Kerbal Space Center. So Jebediah, look at that agency, Jebediah Kerman's junk. So Jebediah, our astronaut, owns a junkyard and a space parts company. Wow. Okay, I think we'll take that one. VTNT. Probably won't do it this episode, but let's go ahead and take it. Well, we might. I didn't see one. Well, I have 2 that can perform while flying. VTNT. On the surface. They want pressure readings on the surface. Sure. Let's do that. Alright, I think we're full. We're going to do 2 of them. The material study while flying. And the goo while flying. Let's do that. Okay. Let's go new. This is going to be a jet. So I did a little experimenting before this episode, because I didn't want to sit here and build a jet, take it out on the runway, crash it, come back, adjust it, take it out on the runway, crash it, come back, adjust it. So I think I got what I need. We need the science pack. Come on, Science Junior. We need a fuselage, liquid fuel fuselage. And it's going to be short because we got to manage our weight on this thing, because the jet engines that we have, they're not very powerful. Okay. We're going to use the short wings, not the big swap wings. Oops. And we're going to use I'm not sure if these winglets work. I don't think they do. Nope. Tail fin. Guess we'll have to use these, even though these are big. Oh, what? This is the same one I just used. I don't think I can use this. And can't use it as a movable surface. Alright, you know. It doesn't have the elevators and rudder on it like this tail fin does, unfortunately. This one's a bit heavy, but I can get it to work. Okay. I hope. It worked in the other one, but I had a different tail fin that I used, and I don't have that part here, unfortunately. It will have to do. Let's take out lots of the fuel. We don't need that much. Put a fuselage fuel tank up. Oops. And the Juno engine. Although I'm tempted to try this one, but it weighs more, so we'll just use the Juno. I know that'll work. And then we need intakes and landing gear. Where's the center of it? Oh, wait a minute. Take out most of the fuel. It's going to be a short flight. We'll put this right about here. And rotate. Okay. That's our aircraft. Right there. Let's call it the... Wasp. Light jet aircraft. Save that. We need... what was it? What was our contract? Pressure reading. No, that's on the surface. Material study and goo. Okay. Let's get some goo. We need one. We'll just put it here. Alright. There's our science aircraft. Oh, so I did some practice takeoff and landings on my other save, and I crashed twice landing because these landing gear can't take that much. They can only take, let's see, what is it? Tolerance. Stress tolerance, 2,000 pounds, I think? I don't know. But if you come in too fast and a little bit too quick and land a little forcefully, it'll tear them right off. I was able to land successfully out of 3 flights once. So, I'd rather not have to rely on this in this playthrough. I mean, I could do the landing. I have to be very, very careful. But I'm just going to parachute back in. So, I'm going to put a couple of parachutes here instead. Where'd the parachutes go? Some radials. Oh, I could put them on the wing. Ooh, maybe on the side right here. Can I still open the Science Junior? Yep. Okay. And these should be mounted right at the center of mass, so your plane doesn't nose down or the back go down. Okay, that's the aircraft. Let's take it up and get a mystery goo experiment and the material study. Okay. Who wants to do this? Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess Jebediah doesn't matter. Now, Valentina hasn't done much. Now, she's going up on the next rocket. She's going to be the first person, Kerbal, to orbit Kerbin. But let's have her pilot this aircraft. Let's go. Okay, no bounce. Okay, that's good. There's a tiny bit of bounce, but it's manageable. Let's... God, this runway's terrible. Alright. Stability control, and hopefully this thing will take off. Okay, let's hit it. Oops. Can't do that. Let's revert to launch. Because someone in the assembly building, we won't name names, decided to put these two in the same stage. Okay, there we go. Need to get up to about 60 meters per second, something like that. Alright, I think I can take off now. Come on, come on. Get up, 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 get up. There we go. There we go. Alright, so all I have to do, let's slow down a little bit. There's our jet. Pretty cool. Like I said, I was able to land once, but I don't want to try it again. Not right now. So let's do a... it just said while flying, so... Observe goo. And we have to bring it back, right? Yeah, recover or transmit. So let's do the material study. And keep that. Did we get them? Material study, mystery bureau. Now we just have to recover. Alright. So we could turn back. Let me change the to locked. That way, once I get it set, it'll just, the camera will follow my movement back. I need more throttle. I'm losing airspeed. Come on, what are you doing? Get up, get up, get up. Why is it not going that fast? I mean, it was going fine just a little while ago. I'm gonna have to look into this and see why I'm losing power. Come on. I don't understand this. Well, maybe I'll hit my chutes and recover. I can barely maintain flight. Uh-oh. Well, we'll just recover in the ocean. I don't know what that was. Let's see if we can recover this. Okay, did we get what we needed? Kerman, splash down in water. Okay. No, did we not get these? I guess not. Cover or transmit. Let's try that again. I don't. When I was testing this earlier, it was fine. It was flying just fine. I don't understand what the deal is with this. Okay, it's not limited thrust. Huh, let's try it one more time. I just won't fly over the ocean. It could be that I never got up to power. I didn't have my full throttle going from the very beginning. So maybe that's it. Let's crank this up to full and let's see what happens. Okay, that's better. I think. Let's not go out over the ocean too much. Alright, let's lower the throttle a little bit. Let's do these experiments real quick. Alright. Now, we'll lower the throttle and just hit the chutes. We'll land over here. Like right here, probably. Be good. Shut down the engines. We're going down a little heavy, although maybe it won't break the landing gear. Let's find out. We did get our science right. Okay. Yeah, we just need to recover. I guess when you crash your vessel and it breaks apart, you don't get to recover. Alright, this should work. Ooh, there we go. Brake. There we go. Alright, let's recover. Okay, did we complete our contracts? We did. Looks like it. Yep, contracts complete. And we got, just 4.2 science. Nothing to brag about. But we got 2 contracts done. Made a little bit of money. And let's see, we'll probably do these at some point. Pressure readings, we'll take out the rover. We can test this at the launch site. We could probably do that now. Okay, it's the Space Y10R Radio SRB. Let's go take a look at that. Space Y10R. Okay. What is this? What is this? Which one is it? Space Y10R radial. Do I even have that yet? I may not even have it. Ah, there it is. How big is this thing? Oh, okay. Okay. That's huge. Let's see if this can be done right now. All I have to do is activate it though. So let's put on a bunch of fuel tanks. Alright, and we don't really need an engine, I don't think. Let's see. That's a mini coupler. And Gigantor SRB. Ooh, is it gonna... I wonder if it's gonna stand up. We don't have the docking. We don't have the clamps, the launch clamps, yet. Is that gonna stand up? I don't know. What I could do, though, just so it'll stand up, let's put on a couple other boosters, like here. Just to get it to stand. Alright, but we're not going to activate those. We're going to put them way up on the list. We want to activate these. Those two. And we don't really care about these. How much fuel is in these things? Let's make the thruster limit zip. I wonder if it'd work if we just put a tiny bit of fuel in them. No, better not. It says all we have to do is activate it, right? Activate the part through the staging sequence. Yeah. Kerbal launch site. Just hit this and we should be done. Alright, let's see if this works. Who's going to try this out? Okay, Jebediah. Our resident daredevil. Craft is too heavy. That's right, we haven't updated the launch pad. Okay. Can we get rid of these? How about now? Nope. 18 tons, and it's at 20 tons. Can we take... Oops. Let's see. We'll make this work. Oops. And we can remove 2 more of these. And now it is what? I'll tell you what, it's ready to go, except it's not really going to go much of anywhere. Look at that thing, how weird that looks. But all we have to do is activate these and we should be done. Yep, cheap contract, but it gets us a little money. Okay, let's recover. Alright, we should have gotten most of, well, all the parts back. Jebediah is ready to go. All he did was sit up there and flip switch. Okay. I think what I'll do, though, is leave it here. I think I've been doing this long enough for this episode, so I'll leave it here. When we come back, I think next time we're going to go ahead and send Valentina up in orbit, And we're going to do that. Oh, the wasp debris. Can I recover that? No? I can. Okay. Oh, I got a little science. Okay. Well, at least I got a few of the parts back. Recovered a little bit of cash. So we'll send Valentina up into orbit, and we'll probably send the rover out to that wherever that point is around the Space Center to gather some of that science, and maybe another contract. We'll see. Hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, be sure to press like and subscribe for more, and I will see you next time.